Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So today this video is going to be a little bit different from my usual videos. If you guys haven't already seen on Instagram, I did a collaboration with a cosmetics brand named Catrice, and we created a eyeshadow palette together. And here it is. It's called Warrior of the Night. Here's the palette. I guess it's the official video of me showing off the palette because I do have an Instagram video as well that will be going up. But yeah, so here is the unicarton. Here's what it looks like. Here is Catrice, the name of the company. And it's called Warrior of the Night. Here is my handle. There are 16 shades in this eyeshadow palette. I chose all the shades, I named them and everything. And then on this right here, it has just my handle. And then the back just has a little description and the ingredients. And that's as far as the packaging goes. So I'm going to get into this a little bit more, but I want to talk about the collaboration a little bit, and the company. So the way I heard about Catrice, or how I came in contact with them, is originally, probably about a year and a half ago, they reached out to me, to my Instagram, or through my Instagram, and they reached out and I did some videos for them, some sponsored stuff. We worked together, collabed, we kept doing that a few times. And then they came back and asked if I wanted to do a collab on an eyeshadow palette, which I thought was really, really cool. I was still kind of small a year ago-ish, so I was really surprised that they believed in me and they thought that I could create an eyeshadow palette, and I did, and I'm really excited. So this brand is sold online and in Ulta. So this will be at Ulta. It is currently actually in Ulta as this video is being recorded. But they do have stuff in Ulta. I don't know if you guys have seen the brand Catrice. If you have, let me know down below if you guys have tried anything from Catrice. So it is sold in Ulta, so if you guys have seen, they do have a booth. It is more on the drugstore side, so it's more affordable. I just want to name a few of my favorite products from Catrice that I've been using since I've known them. So a few products that I really enjoy from Catrice. This is one of my favorite products. I would say number one is their Liquid Camouflage Concealer. This is a high coverage concealer, and it's also waterproof, which I've tested. I've cried in makeup before on my concealer. It didn't budge, didn't move at all. But this is my favorite drugstore concealer of all time. I also love their HD Liquid Coverage Foundation. So I love the coverage on this. The way it sits on my skin is very nice. It's a very thin formula, but it's also very high coverage. It's mattifying. It just looks so freaking good. It fills in all your lines, all like your bumps on your face, you know, it just makes it look so smooth. And then I really enjoy the liquid metal eyeshadows. These are so pigmented. I used to rave about these all the time in my story. I used to use this as a highlighter actually. So these are really nice. They're super pigmented, as you can see. This is a great highlighter. They also have other ones that are like cushion ones. Also, you can use it as highlighters. It's kind of big for a highlighter, or it's kind of a big pen, so you could use it as a highlighter. And yeah, these are just so pigmented. They're so soft. They're so smooth. Like, so gorgeous. So the inspiration behind the Warrior of the Night eyeshadow palette is honestly the colors. These are my favorite colors to wear on the eyes. I love blues, purples, yellows, and pinks. I feel like those colors go so well together and you can do so much with those. And also I threw in some neutrals for people who like to wear more neutral eyes but still can play with color. It's kind of like a futuristic palette, I would say. So that's where Warrior of the Night came from. It's more futuristic, and you'll see by the names of these shades. I guess it's just more like being strong, being a little warrior, you know, wearing your armor on your face. So as I said before, Catrice came to me with the idea of collabing. I thought it was great. I was totally down. So we decided on a color concept, which is what I gave to them, my favorite colors that we wanted to see in an eyeshadow palette. And then we both came up with the idea of Warrior of the Night. And they flew from New York City to LA, and we kind of picked out colors, formulas, shades, laid out the palette, named the eyeshadows and everything. And then we've just been in development for the rest of the time. And then now here it is. I've been creating looks for them for the eyeshadow palette, like the one that's on here, some for the emails, some to post, for them to post, for me to post, and then also I'm creating these videos, content for you guys. The reason why I think you guys will love this eyeshadow palette is because it is so diverse. I wanted to make sure that it was diverse. Also for all skin tones, there's deeper shades, there's lighter shades, there's more colorful shades, there's more neutral shades, there's transitions, there's highlight shades, there's darker shades. So you can do a lot with this palette, and I'll show you guys how much you can do with this palette. I've already created, I think, about 6 or 7 looks with these, and they're very different, very all over the place. So I feel like this eyeshadow palette will fit everyone and anyone, especially those who like to play with color or those who are wanting to. I feel like this isn't as intimidating. So this palette does launch October 16th this year, obviously, and it will be in stores at Ulta, and it will be Catrice.com. So the palette will retail for $14.99 online and in Ulta. It's the same both. There are 16 shades. Let me go ahead and open it for you guys. I know you guys are waiting. So here is the palette. The pans are a little bit smaller than standard pans. So there are 16 of them. And yeah, so here's the packaging looks like. It has my name across the top of it. It says Catrice. And yeah, so I'm gonna go ahead and go to the shades and the names. So it comes with a little plastic insert with the names on it. You guys can keep this to keep track of the names if you want. This will help follow along with tutorials and stuff. Or you guys can throw it away, it's up to you. But I'm going to go through the names. Alright, so here is the first shade. This is a metallic silver shade. This is called Blade. The second shade is good for a transition. This is like a neutral beige. This is called Eternal. This one right here looks like it's completely white, but it's actually a shimmer. It's like a shimmer white. Good for the inner corner and the brow bone to highlight. This is called Future. This one over here, this purpley, dusty purple, this is called Infinity. The second row right here, the first one, this is actually a matte white. This is called White Knight. The yellow is called Voltage. This red shimmer is called Energetic. This maroon over here, this is a shimmer as well. This is called Defender. The third row, this purple right here, it's a little bit of a shimmer. It's kind of like a sheen. It's not too shimmery, but it's also not matte. This is called Fearless. This deep purple is called Conquer. This pinkish red one right next to the purple is called Rebel. And then this dark metallic silver is called High Tech. Then here in the corner, this periwinkle color shade, this is a shimmer. This is called Pulse. This one right here next to it is kind of like a bluish teal almost. It's kind of like a dark navy blue. This is called Sci-Fi. The bright blue next to it is a shimmer as well. This is called The Warrior. And then the darkest shade in the palette right here in the corner is called Dark Knight. So I'm just going to swatch a few of my favorite shades. If you guys do want to see all the swatches, I do have a video up on my Instagram. So my favorite color, as you guys know, is blue. So I'm going to swatch this one right here. And boom. I'm not going to swatch my arms, guys, because you know I hate swatching on my arms. But when you take this and put it on your eyelid just with your finger, it's literally the exact same. So pretty. So I'm going to swatch the shimmer up here, or the silver up here. It's called Blade. And here's what she looks like. Ooh, girl. That looks like a blade. It's actually why I named it that, because it looks like a silver blade, you know? Alright, so I'm going to swatch Conqueror right here. This one's a matte. And that's what she looks like. Here's the other one. Then we do the darkest shade in the palette. This one's called Dark Knight. And there's what that one looks like. And I'll do one more. And then next I'm going to swatch the one that's on my lid. I'm going to do an awkward thumb swatch. And boom, there's what she looks like. This is like really pretty. It's like a silvery taupe. So here's a few. I'm not going to swatch all of them like I said. If you guys want to see the full range, all of these, I have an Instagram video on my Instagram. Alright, so there's my palette in a nutshell. If you guys have any questions, leave them down below. I'll definitely be answering any questions you guys have. I hope I covered everything. I believe I did. So for the rest of this video, I'm just going to go ahead and go tutorial how I created this eyeshadow look. This one's more on the neutral side. I do have a lot of colorful ones that will be posting, or I have already posted. So I'm going to do something more neutral and wearable. Alright guys, so I'm just going to go ahead and get into the tutorial part of this video. So I'm going to have multiple tutorials up of this palette, obviously. I want to show you guys the diversity of it. So this tutorial is going to be something more natural, or I should say neutral. Something more wearable, because there is a lot of color in this, so you can go super colorful. But I wanted to make sure you could also go neutral as well, so I'm going to show you how to achieve that. First things first, I'm going to grab a transition shade right here. This is called Eternal. I'm just going to take that on a fluffy blending brush. And I'm going to pop that into my crease. So if you wanted to go super natural, I'm not going to do it in this tutorial. I would just throw that crease or that shade into the crease, and then I would take shade Future, and which is a shimmery, like a white shade, and I put that on the eyelid, and that would be beautiful. It'd be like nice and glowy and soft and neutral. So I'm going to mix Eternal, and I'm going to mix that in with a little bit of Dark Night, which is this dark, like gray gunmetal shade down there. So I'm going to mix a little bit of those because I just want a little bit of a deeper shade, just a little bit lower in my crease, but I still want it a little bit lighter. So I'm going to mix it in with a lighter shade. So I'm just going to do a little bit of Dark Night. Top of my brush, I'm just going to put that right down below, just a little bit deeper. And I'm going to focus that into the outer corner. And by the way, if you guys are curious, I'm using a Sigma Tapered Blending E40 brush. Now that that is nice and blended, I'm going to grab the shade High Tech, which is this silver. It's like almost like a taupe silver. I'm gonna grab that with my finger. Boom, and I'm going to put that onto my eyelid. This is a nice and neutral shade for an everyday look. And if you have hooded lids like me, I would go ahead and take this shade on the eyelid and bring it up a little bit more into your crease just so that you can see it once your eyes are open, so that your crease doesn't like cut it. And to make it more blended, I just kind of take my finger and just kind of press it up a little bit into my crease. Like I can kind of feel it. I can kind of feel my crease a little bit, like the bones. I kind of push my finger into that. You can also use this with like a setting spray if you want to make it a little bit more intense. I suggest using shimmers with my finger or with your finger. I guess I use that with every eyeshadow. I just apply it with my finger just because it's just so much better. Your finger has oils on it, it warms it up, it just applies so much better. But you can use it without your finger. You can also use it with like Fix Plus or anything, of course. So I'm just going to grab a blending brush, well the same one we've been using. I'm just going to blend that a little bit. And then I'm going to go back in with the crease brush, or the crease shade, which is Eternal. And I'm going to go right back over the crease, just to intensify that a little bit more in case any of it was lost. Alright, now I'm going to grab this white shimmery shade right here. This is called Future, and I'm going to take that on a pencil brush. I'm going to pop that into the inner corner of my eye as a nice highlight. It's going to really open up the eyes and bring like a nice pop to the eyes, I guess. It will really bring attention to them. You can kind of go wild with this. I'm just going to do like a normal amount. And I'm going to put a little bit right on the brow bone. And if you take that Future shade and you spray it with like a Fix Plus and then you put it in there, girl, it's so blinding. So just let you know, if you guys want it super super intense, and the lid as well. I mean, any of these, if you use Fix Plus with it, it's so intense. But this is without anything, this is just with the brush, so there you go. I'm going to do the same thing I did on top, just reverse it on the bottom. So I'm going to take that transition shade, which is called Eternal, and I'm going to put that right on my lower lash line. And I'm going to grab High Tech again, which is on the lid. And I'm going to just run that underneath the lower lash line to help smoke that out. And this is just like a very simple look, simple tutorial. Nothing too crazy like what I usually do, but those will come, I promise, for those of you who like those tutorials. Alright guys, so here is a simple tutorial. Like I said, it's simple, so it is quick. But yeah, so let's go ahead and finish the other eye. Do a lip, and I will be right back to finish the video. Alright guys, thank you so much for watching. This is the end of the video. This is the final look. I hope you guys enjoy this. I hope you guys are so excited like I am for my palette. This is like my first, like my baby. This is like my first product I've actually created and had my name on. So I'm very excited. If you guys purchase this palette and you guys create any looks and post them on Instagram, please tag me. I'd love to see them. Honestly, I would love to see these and what you guys create with this, because I feel like you can create so much with this. I'll definitely be reposting my favorites on my stories and tagging you guys, so that's an incentive. So don't forget, you guys can get these in store at Ulta, you can get it online at Ulta, and you can go to catricecosmetics.com to get them online as well. Alright guys, so here's the end of the video. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed this. Hope you guys are excited like I am. Don't forget to comment anything you have down below, any questions, anything like that. And yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Thank you so much for watching.